Do you know these 10 advanced phrases? And hey, if you don't, that's perfectly okay, because I'm going to teach them to you along with a free downloadable PDF. Great resources for you to keep. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm simply here to help students level up. If you are stuck at B2, if you struggle with fluency and confidence, if you lack vocabulary, if you'd love to use idioms but just don't have the confidence to do so, well, hey, guess what? This video is for you. So all you have to do is stay until the end. But hey, these are huge promises. Do I even have the qualifications or the credentials? Who am I? I'm Nas, native English speaker, CELTA certified, IELTS and PTA accredited, with more than 12 years of international experience. I am a native English speaker, born and bred in South Africa. I live in Antalya in Turkey, so I am a Turkish resident. But if you ask me where I am on any given day, I couldn't really tell you, because right now this video is being recorded on Lake Como in Italy, and all of my traveling has given rise to our travel channel. So check that out. I mean, it's another way to practice your English and to admire the beauty of the world, which is what traveling is all about. But let's get serious. Let's get down to business and the advanced phrases you need to know today. And if you know some of them, please comment and let me know which ones you already know, which ones you like, and which ones you will be using in the upcoming week. Are you ready to get started? Okay, let's do this. First up, bite off more than you can chew. So this means to take on more responsibility than you can handle. So if you bite off more than you can chew, basically you are taking on more responsibility than you can handle. So she bit off more than she could chew when she agreed to manage 3 projects at once. And where did this idiom, bite off more than you can chew, originate from? Well, I'm going to say likely from chewing food, meaning you take a large bite that's difficult to manage. So you take a large bite and you can't actually chew it. Has that ever happened to you? If it has, come on, go ahead and hit the like button. Next up, we have something also related to food, and it's salt. Take it with a grain of salt. And take it with a grain of salt means to view something with skepticism or with doubt. Take the rumors with a grain of salt until we get official confirmation. And take it with a grain of salt. Where does it come from? It comes from ancient times when salt was believed to have healing properties. So it means to digest information cautiously. Next up, we have clutching at straws. And clutching at straws means trying desperately or unlikely solutions in a difficult situation. Clutching at straws, how can we use it in everyday life? He was clutching at straws, hoping for a miracle to save the project. He was clutching at straws, hoping that the bank would extend his overdraft and save his business. And where did this idiom, clutching at straws, originate from? Well, basically from a drowning person. Think Leonardo DiCaprio on the Titanic, but grabbing onto anything to survive, even something as ineffective as straws. So if you are clutching at straws, you're clutching at something that's ineffective, right? I mean, a straw is not going to save you from drowning, just as that piece of wood didn't save Leonardo DiCaprio in the Titanic. Next up, we have go the extra mile. And I think this is an idiom that you already know. If you are a B2 student, you probably already know go the extra mile. And you probably already go the extra mile with your English learning. So what does go the extra mile mean? It means to do more than what is expected or required. And how do we use this phrase, go the extra mile, in everyday English? Well, our team always goes the extra mile to make sure clients are satisfied. I always go the extra mile with my group classes to make sure that my students are learning effectively and that they are satisfied with the quality of the group classes. Now, go the extra mile, where does this originate from? Well, from the Bible, where Roman law allowed soldiers to force civilians to carry their gear for 1 mile, but some offered to go further. So go the extra mile, more than a mile. And hey, just so you know, I only found this out when I did research for this video. So I'm constantly learning. Just because I'm a native English speaker doesn't mean that I know everything. I'm on a quest to educate myself and others. Okay, are you ready for hit the nail on the head? If you hit the nail on the head, it means to be exactly right or accurate about something. And can we use this in everyday English? Yes, we can. You hit the nail on your head. Oops, you hit the nail on the head with your analysis of the problem. And that was a great error on my part, because it allows me to highlight the fact that when you learn idioms, make sure you learn every single word correctly, especially the prepositions. So you hit the nail on the head with your analysis of the problem. And where did hit the nail on the head originate from? Do you have any clue, any guesses? Comment and let me know. Well, I'm going to say it's likely from carpentry, where striking the nail directly on the head is the goal. Now let's stick with heads, okay? Do you know any idioms related to heads? 2 heads are better than 1, but we're not going to go there right now. I want to talk about in over your head. And what does in over your head mean? If you are in over your head, it means to be involved in something that is beyond your ability to manage. So can I use this in everyday conversation? How would I use in over your head in everyday conversation? Well, she's in over her head with the new project and she needs more support. Where do you think this comes from? What are the origins of the idiom in over one's head? Well, it comes from swimming, where being in water over your head means you are in danger. And I really think that by understanding the origins, knowing the origins, it helps you to better understand the idioms. Oh, now we come to a cool one. Well, it's not actually cool. It's hot and fiery, because it's out of the frying pan and into the fire. And what does out of the frying pan and into the fire mean? So the frying pan is hot, the fire is hotter, right? So it means going from a bad situation to one that is even worse. Can we use this in everyday English? Can you imagine yourself saying this in your daily life? Okay, well, let's look at some usage. Leaving your current job without a plan is like jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. So I'd like to know, have you ever jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire? So you in the frying pan, in a job you hate, but now you're going to quit with no plan, no other job lined up, unemployment, straight into the fire. Now, where does out of the frying pan and into the fire originate? Well, it's from a fable where a fish jumps out of a frying pan to avoid death and being grilled and becoming someone's supper, only to land in an open fire. Out of the frying pan into the fire. I'm not sure what number we're at now, but if you know, please comment and let us know. But the next idiom is jump on the bandwagon. And what does jump on the bandwagon mean? It means to join others in doing something that is currently fashionable or popular. And I suppose on TikTok, there's a word for this. Jump on the bandwagon. It's one word, starts with a T. Did you say trending? Yep, that's it. So it means to join others in doing something that is currently fashionable or popular. Jump on the bandwagon. It's trending. And can we use this when having a conversation? Yeah, I think so. Everyone's jumping on the bandwagon of online education these days. And why are people jumping on this bandwagon? What's so great about online education? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. But wait. Before we get to the next one, where did jump on the bandwagon originate? Well, guess what? Originally referred to political parades, where people would literally jump on the campaign wagon. How interesting is that? And next up, blow your own trumpet. So what does blow your own trumpet mean? Well, when you blow a trumpet, you make a lot of noise. So it means to boast or to brag about your own achievements. And can I use this in everyday English? I think I can. You know that guy who's very egocentric? Yeah, he's always blowing his own trumpet about his business success. Do you know anyone who blows their own trumpet? And where does blow one's own trumpet originate from? Well, it refers to a tradition where trumpets were used to announce someone's arrival. So blow one's own trumpet means to boast or brag about one's own achievements. Now let's talk about cut to the chase. And cut to the chase means to get directly to the point, avoiding unnecessary details. Time is money. Let's cut to the chase. What's the real issue here? And this is interesting. Where did cut to the chase originate? In Hollywood, from filmmaking, where action scenes, the chase scenes, are the most exciting part of a film. So everyone wants to cut to the chase scene. So cut to the chase. Did you know that? Yeah, that's interesting, right? And now, miss the boat. Miss the boat means to miss an opportunity, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory because it refers to literally missing a boat, thus missing your opportunity to travel. And can I use miss the boat when I'm just chatting to a friend? Yeah. If you don't apply now, you'll miss the boat on this job offer. Hello. See, you can really use it in everyday conversation. And now, a blessing in disguise. And a blessing in disguise is something that happens and it appears bad at first, but it turns out to be really beneficial. So losing that job was a blessing in disguise. It pushed me to start my own business. I think the creators of WhatsApp were not hired or were turned down by Facebook. And of course, being turned down, being rejected is not something good. It appears bad, but it was only bad at first. And then this guy went on to create his WhatsApp app. Can I say that? Okay. And it turned out to be beneficial. So losing that job was a blessing in disguise. It pushed me to start my own business. So during the summer, when there weren't many English classes available, when I was teaching in Istanbul, turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Of course, it wasn't great that I didn't have work, but then I transitioned to online tutoring. And what appeared bad at first turned out to be really beneficial because the perks of teaching online and working from home meant no commuting in Istanbul traffic. And if you've ever been to Istanbul, you understand my pain. Also not paying for taxis and being able to control my own schedule and now work from anywhere in the world. And last but not least, I want to dive into a phrase that is going to appear in one of our upcoming series, and it's pull your leg. And if you pull someone's leg, it means to joke or to tease someone. And I said it's in our upcoming series because I really want to do a segment on jokes, telling jokes, idiomatic language, and advanced phrases that you can use when you talk about jokes and joking. So we're going to cover a couple idioms in that one. So please make sure that you like and subscribe. But let's get back to our last idiom for today: to pull someone's leg, to joke, or to tease someone. So, hey, relax. I'm just pulling your leg. I wasn't serious. That's how I would use it in everyday conversation. And I'm not sure where this originates from, but my research suggests that it's possibly from criminals tripping people by pulling their legs, making them easy to rob. If you have a better explanation, please feel free to comment, join the conversation. No one's perfect. I'm open to learning, and I'm sure so are you. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. This video also forms part of my group class sessions where these phrases are then used in discussions. So if you'd like to give that a try, check out the links in the description below. And I don't want to take up any more of your time. I do hope that you enjoyed the session. I hope it was beneficial. If it was, please hit the like button. Please comment and share with friends. I'm your host, Nas, native English speaker, CELTA certified, and it is ciao for now.